Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's your favorite cousin, Bill, and this is the Gotham Gazette. Wherever you're watching from, you're probably watching live from Nerds at Night, Drunk Banthas, and Nine Nerd Yards. Excuse me. I just took a shot. And this is our Gotham Gazette Halloween special, as you can tell, because I'm dressed so well. And joining us tonight is our behind-the-scenes producer and my brother, Jedi Master Grayson.
Hey, what's up, you
and
guys?
Also, so I cut him off. Get this nigga out of here. And also, joining us, the super producer behind the scenes, it's Nine from Nerds at Night and Nine Nerd Yards. Y'all give him a hand.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Thank you for the introduction. I do appreciate that. How are you doing? I'm feeling. There we are. There we are.
There you guys. There you go. You're late, but you're here.
I'm feeling mad villainy tonight. I'm feeling mad villainy. And this is just kind of like impromptu as hell. And for a lot of you guys that may be watching this on the replay or whatever, you probably haven't seen Gotham Gazette. If you are watching it on 900 Yards specifically, you probably haven't seen the Gotham Gazette. But what you're going to do is actually go down and follow Nerds at Night. That's the second channel that we do a lot of the live content on now. We get a lot of what do you do on that channel, Bill?
Oh, at Nerds at Night, we give you live podcasts from the Drunk Banthas. And we also give you the Gotham Gazette, where we typically give you news from pop culture, nerd news, and pretty much just talking shit.
A lot of bullshit, yeah.
It's fun. But it's fun. At the Gotham Gazette, we hold ourselves to the highest journalistic integrity. So you always get the most high quality shit talking. You don't just get regular shit talking. We giving you the high quality shit talking.
Yeah, that grade A manure.
Grade A. When you pick it up, it crumbles, but it's still moist in the middle.
Yeah, right.
And that's the kind of shit talking we giving you today.
Yeah, shit talking by Associated Press standards.
That's right.
Right, exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. And what are we going to go over first? And also, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. This is spectacular. Yes. And our first topic, I feel like it's going to be our saddest topic of the day, of the night.
Yeah.
And that is he's in the thumbnail. It's R.I.P. Matthew Perry of Friends fame.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry. I just want to say it's one of my mom's favorite actors, comedic actors. She introduced us to him so long ago. And then Friends, he was definitely my favorite Friends character growing up. And yeah, I seen Friends. I'm not afraid to say it. I also heard the Backstreet Boys too. You know what I'm saying?
Chandler Bing.
But Chandler Bing is probably one of the most iconic characters of all television history, right? Like, you know, I put him up there with like Dick Van Dyke and who else, Alex?
Dick Van Dyke, really?
Like, I put him in the Dick Van Dyke category. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, that's so much love. But I mean, we're not talking shit. We're
not talking shit. Yeah,
we're not talking shit. He passed away just on October 28th. That was last night. If I'm not,
from the date of this recording, it is last night.
And I was pretty shocked. I thought it was a clickbait title.
Same, because there was one about Bruce Willis being dead like 2 days before, which was bullshit.
Yeah.
But so I thought this was bullshit too, but soon as you go to Google, it was real life.
It's so weird because I was like, oh, was it an overdose? Was it, something else? But
I felt bad that I thought that too, because he has had problems openly with, drugs and alcohol and weight gain and weight loss.
Yeah, I mean, look at this is the New York Times article, and it says Matthew Perry, he was known for playing the sarcastic, Chandler Bing and for his struggles with drugs and alcohol. So he was known for Chandler and struggling with drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, like to be
up.
fair, to be fair, he, I'm not talking bad about him, but like a lot of it's his story. It's all a part of his story. So, I'm sorry, I just read this.
Freddie
Yeah,
Lane's
Freddie Lane's in his jacuzzi. Yeah, in his jacuzzi, found dead in his jacuzzi. But when you hear the first report, found like he drowned, he was found dead, and the cause of death was drowning. You automatically think about him dying because of a drug-related situation because of this part of his story. And he had so many pilots that he talked about that he lost because he had these issues with drugs and alcohol.
Right.
So
like he couldn't get work or whatever.
Not that he couldn't get work. No, he would get all the work, but he just you can feel like your performance is not as good. Your body changes, fluctuating with your weight. Hollywood doesn't like that. Hollywood likes consistency, and they need to know that you're well. As much as people think Hollywood wants people to be on drugs and all this stuff, like they really would prefer you not, because
that's the
it's
side
way
effect.
easier for them to work with you. And he's talked about it plenty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not telling those breaking news or nothing. Like, I'm not breaking down his psyche or anything. These are things that he's talked about, because he's been very open about it, because he struggled with it. And I think he even wrote a book about, like, because he was trying to help people who also deal with drug and alcohol.
Like I was like, well, I don't want to like joke or anything about it, but like I was seriously like, I saw like Matthew Perry found dead, drowned. The first thing I thought was like, this got to be a joke, because like this nigga can swim, right?
Right. No, yeah. When anybody says you found dead, drowned, I don't believe that shit right off the rip, because I'm like, nah, the dude was murdered. Because how do you drown in your house that has a pool? Like, you have a pool at your house, you can swim.
Right. You can swim. Right.
Martin Luther King's brother was found dead in his swimming pool, just so you know. He was an avid swimmer, found dead in the swimming pool. So but when I found out it was the jacuzzi,
right,
that
was
so apparently I think it came out that he had like a stroke, or he had some kind of heart attack, and then ended up drowning in the jacuzzi. Who's to say whether or not he would have been able to survive whatever heart issue, or what, if it was a heart attack or heart failure, straight up heart failure. But
was he hold on, let me see, was he married? Like, who?
I don't know.
There was no one with him, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what, I don't know if he was married or not, but because I'm not in, y'all, I don't know if y'all know this about me. Some of you banthas out there, I don't give a shit about who people are dating, because I'm not personally dating those people, so I don't really care. I just want to, at this time, introduce our fight correspondent, our sports correspondent for the Gotham Gazette and Nerds at Night. You can find him on The Unfiltered Bachelor, and you can find him on The Drunk Banthas and 9 Nerd Yards. It's Money, Blake Weather.
What is happening? What is happening? Everybody stop it. Folks out in podcast land, I hope you are doing well. It is your neighbor with the flavor, your guy on the fly. I'm in the streets, so you ain't got to beat yo neat. I'm trying to get all the information for everybody out there. I hope y'all are doing well.
We're doing a lot better now that you showed up. Okay, we feel you.
Yeah, man. So I'm glad you got it, because we're just about to move off this subject, but I wanted to get your opinion, because I know you have to have something to say about, rest in peace, Mr. Matthew Perry.
I'm waiting for the conspiracy theories to come out, because if you've seen his last 5 Instagram posts, they're all like Batman related, and then I went to go watch a video about him from a year ago from I think it was GQ about like things that you're still gonna be. It's okay. That's okay, Fred. It's okay. We can still do that. I'm not mad at you if you do that, especially if you do it in Matthew Perry's jacuzzi. Like you can do what you want to do.
It's a stressful world out there. You got to get it while you can. You know.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. You know, I respect the hustle. But yeah, a year ago I watched. So I watched this thing today. It was from a video from a year ago. It's like GQ things Matthew Perry can't live without, and it was all like Batman related. And so I'm like, some Reddit theorist is going to come up with this conspiracy about Matthew Perry and Batman and whatever he's trying to tell us, because he's definitely trying to tell us something. I don't know what it is.
X-Files music right here.
Tell us something.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We need the X-Files music right here. So tell me.
Or we need Alex Jones. I don't know who's closer.
Well, we need Alex Jones with some X-Files music playing.
Alex Jones is the new David Duchovny.
We got the documents to prove that Matthew Perry was in fact Batman. He was trying to be the new Batman in this world. We all know, and we've got the documents to prove he is trying to save the world one vigilante at a time.
So would you say he's trying to replace Michael Keaton? He's trying to take over his role.
This is what we can't say. This is what we can't say. What we can say is we do know Matthew Perry has been involved in all kind of nighttime mischief.
This was his last like Instagram post.
Matthew Perry?
Yeah, I don't want to lean into like conspiracy theories. I do think it's kind of weird when people do that, but this is fucking weird. He's like in his jacuzzi. It says, "Oh, so warm, water swirling around, makes you feel good. I'm Matman."
What the hell?
That is his last Instagram post.
Look, the internet just took Blake off. Blake is gone.
Okay. Oh my God.
Blake is gone.
All right.
Just kidding.
Conspiracy.
Just kidding. They're not going to off me for giving the truth. I'll tell you that much.
They don't know where he lives, so we're good. But you know, no snitching. Snitches get stitches, y'all. Don't be telling people where Blake lives.
Beat your meat or not, but I'm here to tell the truth.
Yes.
Right.
But before we move on, I just want to say real quick.
Yes.
This actually really, really affected me deeply because I love Matthew Perry. I've followed every aspect of his career.
Same.
All of his, TV shows that people don't even know about. Studio 60, Mr. Sunshine. The show he had with Everybody Hates Chris that was on NBC. And he was incredible in all of them. I was a huge fan of his.
Don't forget about the
whole
9 yards.
I was gonna say whole 9, but like Fools Rush In.
Fools Rush In. I was about to say it too.
The movie
Serving Sarah.
Chris Farley. Yeah, the movie with Chris Farley. I just watched it like 2 days ago. Yeah, I just he had
Almost Heroes or something like that.
Almost Heroes. Yeah.
Yeah, when they were Lewis and Clark, the Lewis and Clark.
Yes. They were mad at Lewis and Clark. Yeah, they was going on the second.
This is what I'm saying. Like, if you looked at his last 7 posts, they're all Batman related, and they're all from like the last month, and it's just weird. Like, it's just weird, dude.
I mean, just him just chilling in this jacuzzi for his last.
But even in his thing, he says, "I'm Matman." Like, it says, "I'm Matman." Like, I'm not saying you have to love Batman and then you're going to commit suicide in your jacuzzi. What I am saying though is like, somebody on Reddit is going to definitely create some sort of conspiracy. Well, I just want to know what that conspiracy is. Like, also, tell me.
Also, it looks. Like, I mean, this looks clearly someone else took this picture, right? Like,
so I feel like he carved that shit. Oh, like you're talking about this one.
Yeah, I mean, like clearly somebody else took this picture. So that also means that why did somebody not like get him out of the water? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like clearly somebody was there. I don't know. You know, maybe this wasn't the night. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't the same night. I don't know. But what do y'all think? Put it in the comments. Let us know, man.
No way his last ever post being in the same hot tub he died in is
right.
Since he planned this.
This all seems strange. It really all just seems strange.
That sounds crazy. Like that's a comment, producer Alex. Yeah. That's a comment.
I
in the comments.
So I also just want to ask you, just to pay your respects, because I know that you guys are. I know that you guys can do the impressions. Can you do a Chandler Bing impression?
Can I do a Chandler Bing? Well, what do you got? What? Hold on. Yeah, that was it.
Right.
That was good.
I felt that.
That was it.
I felt Matthew Perry channeled through you. Yeah.
Could this water be more warm?
Okay. What was one of the other ones? Wait. Hold on. Give me something from friends.
If you're watching right now and you're in the comments, just drop a, if you want us to discuss something. It's the Spooktacular. We're just going off the top here. We didn't really prepare for this. Blake, are you wearing a costume?
I didn't. I just dressed as a news reporter because I thought that's what we're on the Gazette.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what?
I mean, I guess you are the most.
Honestly, that's usually the case.
Yeah.
It's casual Sunday.
Casual Sunday. Right.
I'm not taking this tie off, so just go away.
Bill's not wearing a costume either, so.
No,
I feel like that's what he wears Monday through Thursday.
This is what I wear to bed. This is what I wear to bed, actually.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments. What do y'all wear to bed? I wear this.
Very comfortable pajamas.
It's very comfortable, actually, and it keeps me warm through the cold nights when I don't have heater.
I should have just said I'm in my PJs as well.
Well, you know what? You're here as a journalist. You're here as a journalist, and you're not a journalist, so therefore, you're dressed up for Halloween.
Halloween, everybody.
Okay. This is also in the thumbnail, so I guess we should cover it. And if you guys have seen
no false advertising,
Snow White first look that they dropped for the Disney live action movie, is being
what?
He hasn't seen it.
Snow White.
It's a Snow White live action movie coming soon to theaters.
They still kept that Disney girl on, even though all the comments she made.
Yeah, of course. Can you actually explain?
Let's talk about the deep dive into the comments.
What
she was upset at Snow White for being Snow White, bro. No,
what was the thing?
I don't remember the controversy. I had to literally look this up, but it was something about Snow White and she had to wake up because a man kissed her. It was a whole bunch of silly comments about the original story, and it was the main actress who did it, and they're like, "Bro, are you sure you want to be in this movie?" And she's like, "Oh, we already filmed it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Disney's not gonna let me go." Bro, that was sus. That was so sus.
I mean, is it not very similar to when Bill Burr said that he thought Star Wars was stupid before he?
No, he said he never saw Star Wars, and then they said why, and then
Rachel Zegler. That was
because I always thought it was stupid. Because the fans, they're stupid.
I mean, I guess that would. Yeah, I feel like that's a bit worse, actually. Because then you're just critiquing the, because she sounds like. I'm going to get to.
Well, no, but also Bill Burr. Bill Burr also didn't say that until his episode had already come out on the Mandalorian.
Right.
So it's like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna fire me? They're gonna take my part out? No, they're not. So
Okay, let me see what she said.
Got the check already. So what the fuck?
Yeah, I forget exactly what she said, but she made some comments.
What did she say? And why are her breastises so?
Was Rachel Zegler?
Yeah,
it's that's who that is. Oh, never mind. That's why her breastises was so. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she
photos
talked about the original one. How it was out of date, and it was just silly, bro. It's just shut up, bro. Not everything with Disney has to be
Let's read this off, man, because I don't know what happened. What did she say?
It was stupid. That's what it was.
Young Latino performer.
As a Latino, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm Latino. I don't never be Disney's not representing it, bro. None of the movies are about us.
You know about Xfinity Mobile. Now you do.
Well, look, if you didn't know about Xfinity Mobile, now you do, and
now you know.
Xfinity wants to sponsor this video. We will play those ads.
It is weird when people say as a if someone says as a black man, I don't feel that Black Panther was a great representation. It's like being black is not a homogenous experience. We're not all the same.
We're not a monolith.
Do not speak for all of
not
us.
A monolith.
As a black man,
speaking for all black men,
they think black Republicans are a monolith.
I feel like
speaking for black people, we actually don't like Bad Bunny. I just want you to know that.
I can speak
for all of us.
I feel like I can speak for all black people only because I can speak for all black people only because I will be completely objective, and it may take me 25 minutes to explain everything, but I got to speak for all black people, so I got to talk about like all of it. So that's the only way you can really talk, or you can talk for all black people. You got to talk
for
like
30
minutes.
For all black people.
Yeah, you got to explain.
We do
Look,
too.
all these black people, and then you got to include the black people who were in like Middle East. You got to talk about those black people.
Have to take a poll.
You got to talk about the Chinese black people. You know the Uyghurs. You got to talk about them. It's black people all over the world, man. You got to talk about. That's how you
prefer a good rabbit stew.
Jesus,
like, ready. This is gonna take 13 hours.
Right. Let's see here.
A big focus on her love story. With a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
And does it like such like a condescending way.
No, that is weird.
You're literally
There's nothing wrong with that.
About
no, there is
that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that because that is honestly
that's
weird.
One line.
Weird plot line.
Well, I'm just saying
that was one line from like everything.
I'm saying so far, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Let's see.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so.
It's one thing to like point out. It's one thing.
The cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so.
I think.
Who gives a shit?
Feel like.
So we didn't do that this time. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Where this person.
Oh, that is weird.
Well,
that's a little bit weird.
None of that.
She's like talking about her, the person that she's going to be, acting along with, and then be like,
No, yeah, I don't. Look, before we move on, I just want to say, so far, there's nothing here that is like egregious. These things happen in Hollywood, and she's right, because there's this young lady named Amber Heard who is currently going to be completely wiped out of a movie that she was about 80% in. So this can happen to you in Hollywood. This place will get rid of you just like that. That's just that quick. Okay.
I think the things that I've heard and the clips that I've seen, and I'm usually a guy who reads articles and stuff, so I didn't ever watch her full shit. But like the clips that I've saw are just like those comments. I was like, yes, the guy he's trying to follow the girl. He's a hunter. He's not a prince. Like he should be hunting somebody. He's not stalking girl the whole time. And by the end of it, guess what? Him kissing you wakes you the fuck up. Like that's how the fairy tale goes. This isn't based on a true story. This isn't you meet Snow White, right? And also it should be called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm sorry that like things have changed since like the time of like you could call small people a certain word or this and that. But this is if fairy tales can live in the scene where a mermaid can be white, black, orange, whoever, like whatever color they want to make her, then there can be dwarves too in a fairy tale. It doesn't matter. Like they're not disrespecting something that's not real.
They are in there. The dwarves are.
Yeah, the dwarves are in there.
Is it Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Or is it just called Snow White?
I think it's just called Snow White or whatever.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But like
Snow White, they asked her about that.
Better also.
It doesn't sound better.
It should not be called the Seven Dwarfs. It shouldn't be called the Seven Dwarfs for one reason, and that's because people don't
know how it sounds.
Well,
you know,
no,
I mean, I don't think it's like needs to actually be that.
Why do we need to change it? There's not a point. Why do we need to change it? Why do we need to be woke all of a sudden? Like the movie worked. The movie was great.
Oh come on!
I'll tell you why.
The movie was great. It was a great movie. I enjoyed it.
Things. I'll tell you why you need to change a couple of things. Should be called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs because that's just why do I have to say all that shit? Why do I have to say all that?
That's what I'm saying.
The
like,
movie
Snow
is
White
called. I mean, just say Snow White. You just shorten it. I don't think it has anything to do with the Seven Dwarfs part. Only because if you go to Disney Plus right now, it says Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and there's Disney content that's not on Disney Plus because they deem it racist. Yeah, even though they have the little disclaimer now for the older content to telling you that you might see some shit here that you don't want to see. And just in case you know, we don't reflect these views. That was a different time.
In public, they don't reflect those views in public.
Well, I'm just saying that's what the disclaimer basically says for those who don't have Disney Plus out there.
Let me go on and play a couple more of their clips, and then we're going to get a look at the actual first look.
Oh yeah, Gal Gadot's in there. She plays the evil witch or whatever.
It's
gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good movie.
Can't hear it.
Can't hear anything. 9.
You don't have the right to do. Kind of dated. Dated.
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
And you just talk.
Bro, Freddie, we get it, homie. You are simping hard.
I will say, yeah, like just 2 things. One, this is like this guy's edit of this interview. And, you know, we all know how Allen Iverson's interview where he's said, this is, we talking about practice.
Practice?
Like, there's a very funny, very funny quote, but like, there's a whole emotional backstory behind that.
Yeah,
that has
like
nothing to do with basketball.
Right. Like, he was, what he coming from? Like, somebody was in the hospital or something.
Yeah, like one of his friends died or something.
Yeah,
like that.
He was like coming. Yeah, he was late to practice because he fucking went to check on his homie and his homie's family.
Like, yeah, I always think about that when when people use this one snippet of a like interview to talk about how someone,
and especially if we're not even hearing the questions that were being asked. But
that's and it's also variety parties, variety magazines. They waiting. It's a writer's strike. They waiting to get some shit to talk about.
Yeah, it's
and honestly, I don't care enough to even like look into it that much.
Right?
Who cares?
And just the second thing is that okay, maybe the edits that they made were good because Little Mermaid, the movie that we all loved, like the 80s 1989 version. That was an edit of a book that was really fucking weird. Like, because and by the time the
she turns into bubbles by the end. Yeah, it's weird.
Right.
It's a weird
and
story.
By 1989, they were like, well, a lot of things about this story are a little weird. Let's change it to fit a more modern audience. Who knows? Maybe the changes they made.
Who knows? Maybe she'll get to be a human being.
Yeah, I say all that to say that I'm not like any of the live action Disney movies.
No, I was gonna look now because let me pick up him right there. No, I'm just thank you for throwing it back to me because it doesn't matter what this young lady said. She could have said that she loves the opportunity and such an iconic film and blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter what she said. This movie's going to fucking suck. And I'm going to tell you why I know that. It's because they've all sucked. Yeah, and if you like them, then that means you're not a Disney purist. If you like all of the live action,
you're part of the problem.
And also, it's not live action. It's all fucking CGI. How the fuck is that live action?
Yeah,
that's
almost
fucking
there's
cartoon.
Almost more animation in these.
Exactly.
If you can,
it's better to watch the animated ones because this is just computer animation. Good
well,
God.
Let's. I'm gonna play this clip. I just kind of want to compare to see, like,
sorry, I'm glad that I just started ranting and then the numbers went up on the live chat. Thank you for y'all for joining.
I hate Star Wars so much that I only like Empire Strikes Back because he almost kills Han Solo. He chops his hand off, right?
That's Luke.
It's Luke Skywalker, right? All the nerds just freaked out. How could you confuse them?
We did. I just freaked out.
Oh yeah, why is that?
I didn't like that whole. I just didn't like it.
We don't have time for this.
Anyway, he was just being a dick. But I think that's okay because also we know Bill Burr is a dick. So
he's a comedian too.
He's a comedian, bro. Like,
you honestly can't take anything he says seriously. He's a comedian doing his podcast. Like the reason you got me on this show is because I'm a comedian and I say funny stuff. Like so, like if he'd have said that, if he'd have said something about that was anti-Semitic. Like other people on that show that no longer are part of the franchise, then it probably would have happened. He probably would have got fired.
Yeah, the great thing about Bill Burr is he never goes quite that far. Like he always makes like these interesting observations about society, but then he always like his baseline for his comedy is maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe I don't.
You know why?
Right.
You know why?
Yeah,
it's because he has a black wife to go home to answer to.
He does.
He has to answer to the black wife. When you have to answer to the black wife, no offense to any other wife out there, but when you have to go home to a black wife, she gonna give you the business. She gonna let you know what the deal is.
Go back out there. And
black and brown. When I say black, I mean brown people too. Y'all black. If you brown, you black.
I've seen Secret Invasion. Like, I know how it goes. I've seen Secret Invasion.
Right.
How it goes.
Scroll-lessy.
Scroll life, baby.
Scroll tide. So I'm going to pull up. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull up the.
Let's do the real news. Let's get into something.
Well, I'm gonna actually like do the first look images. I just want to see what you guys think because I mean you probably like are going to land.
I'll tell you what I think right now. I'll tell you right now what I think.
That shit looks like trash, bro. It looks like trash and a half.
Is this a concept art?
No,
this is actual
look of like what it's.
Because that don't even look like. That don't even look like.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get like a better like image.
Can you zoom in on this one? No. Control scroll on.
Well, when I do that, like it's gonna.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's just get these faces.
That one looks creepy over there. Doc over there.
Yeah, this nigga look creepy.
So, like, do you know all of the doors?
That's Sleepy right there on her right hand side. On her right.
I know that's Doc, and that's is it the green one? That's Dopey. Is that what that one is?
Oh no, that's Dopey, and then that's Sleepy right there.
Doc is obviously the one with the white beard because he's the oldest one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sleepy on her left hand side because he got the sleeping cap on. I mean,
because he put them sleeping pills in their drinks.
Right.
It's like,
no, that's
Bill
Cosby back there. That's the one back there. He with the Kango hat. That's the one, Doc with the Kango hat. That's because Dr. Cosby. He was Dr. Cosby.
Doc Cosby. That's right. He was a doctor. That's right.
Dr. Huxtable.
Dr. Huxtable. Excuse me. Well, he is Dr. Cosby though. Bill Cosby got a PhD.
Yeah. Yeah. He is.
He got a PhD. A player hating degree. He got a PhD in telling young black men what the fuck to do. That's what he is.
And eat the pudding pops. That's what you need to worry about.
Okay.
What actually, to do with the pudding pops is your business.
Is it just me, or does like the little elf from Masters of the Universe look better than these CGI?
Bro, you know what would have looked? You know what they should have just done? Copied what they did in The Hobbit, not Lord of the Rings, but The Hobbit when they made all the dwarves.
Yeah.
Like they're people and they're little
I was about
people.
to say. I'm so glad you said that because that was going to be my main point of this whole topic. You got so many people who are living with dwarfism, and they actually act for a living. There's comedians. There's all kinds of motherfuckers like that you can get out here that are dwarfs, and you can put them. As a matter of fact, let's just go get the whole cast from Willow, and let's just put them in this movie, and then bam! I guarantee you we can get 12 dudes from we can get 12 dudes from Willow.
We could get a basketball team worth of dwarf people, and just like we could run this movie.
We can run this movie. If we need extras, we can get some stunt dwarfs. I'm literally being serious. I know there's probably people laughing right now.
We're not laughing. I hear.
I know y'all are not laughing. I'm talking about the people out there. Like this is dead ass. Like there's so many people out here who can actually take these jobs. Like how about this? I also feel like this. Just to keep it going, why hire a straight man to play a gay role when there's plenty of gay actors who would gladly take that gay role? I just don't understand that. And then you end up getting this weird chemistry between some straight dude and another straight dude kissing. It's just nothing actually magical happening on the screen. So it's just useless sex scene, which I think are useless anyway. And you know what I'm saying? Like, why do that? Why get a white lady to play an Asian lady? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. These things are not necessary.
Why get Emma Stone to play a Hawaiian?
Exactly. Well, that's what I was going to say. I wasn't going to take those strays at Emma Stone, but you know what? Emma Stone, you just got it.
Yeah, she did do that. That was kind of
Aloha.
Aloha, Emma Stone. do not pass go. Do not collect $200, bitch. You owe niggas
straight to jail for that.
Seriously,
never forget Emma.
You owe us money for that.
I really like you. Just Gwen Stacy.
If I ever meet Emma Stone, I'm gonna be like, I loved you in Aloha.
And she'll walk out on you. She will walk out. I was going to actually pull a Audible here, and let me see.
The audio book. You drop
Audible. Please go to Audible. Type in "Nerds at Night" for 10% off.
Yeah, if you would like,
we will make money.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We will be making money. Yes.
Yeah, just type in the promo code Nerds at Night.
Nothing will.
I wanted to do the celebrity Halloween costumes and the issue about SAG-AFTRA. Have you guys heard about SAG-AFTRA saying that they? Let me pull this out.
Yes. So SAG-AFTRA will not.
Were they the
allowing,
ones that killed Matthew Perry?
They will not be allowing. They saw his Batman costume, and then they like, no. Look, I'm not going to be making no controversial statements about Matthew Perry tonight. I'll wait till tomorrow, then I'll say whatever.
Okay,
that's fair.
I'm saying I won't. You can say what you want. But yeah, SAG-AFTRA is asking the union members to not wear costumes, if I'm not mistaken, related to the shows that they're on.
No. They're saying any character in a movie.
Any character in a movie, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's what I'm people, I believe, are making too much about it. I haven't heard any actors really complaining about it. Now, I mean, not saying that there aren't any, but I haven't heard any actors complaining about it because if you're
Megan Fox,
she
doesn't count. She doesn't do anything.
I was about to say, Megan Fox, you ain't an actor no more because you ain't acted, and also you don't have an opinion. You're dating Machine Gun Kelly, so we don't. You exactly. See, we don't have. We don't give you a fucking choice of. We don't know. We don't care about what you got to say.
Well, this is she says TMZ sticks it to SAG with Halloween's doom. What? Stum?
Well, Stoom. S-T-U-M-E?
Stoom. I don't know that word.
How am I supposed to inflect that? Am I supposed to say with Stoom?
But I do got to say, she killed. I feel like.
Oh, they did the Kill Bill. They did the Kill Bill thing. That was cool. He looks like Uma Thurman. He pulls it off.
You know what? This is just you know what? Honestly, I bet she hadn't even paid any SAG dues. I bet you this bitch ain't even SAG no more. Because she hasn't acted in like 6 years.
She was in a movie like last year. It was like.
I mean, she was in Dave.
It was it a shitty movie? That was like a B movie. That means she probably wasn't SAG though. I'm just saying it probably wasn't a union job. I don't know if she's actually SAG because why would she even care about shit like this? You know what I'm saying? Like that's to me what this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Again, she was in Dave, but like, does that even count?
Oh, she was in Expendables 4.
Oh, yeah,
that doesn't. Who cares?
Expendables 4. They got it's like Expendables. It's like Expendables 8 now, ain't it?
Yeah. Oh, she was in the latest Expendables, the one that just
one that just came out.
That's 4.
That
was number 4. Nobody.
Expend-forables.
I don't know if that was union either. It didn't even that shit didn't even make about $800,000. No, but seriously, nobody gives a shit about what this girl says. And guess what? She's gonna be blackballed. This is what's gonna happen.
But
she needs somebody to. I'm just saying, she just needs somebody to talk about her. This is why she did this. She needs to be seen. Her boyfriend's the record sales or streams probably down, so they oh yeah, it's Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? What you want? We got it. But yeah,
danger.
But like what I'm saying, what I meant to say is earlier, if you're an actor in Hollywood and you can't come up with a costume that's not in a movie, then you're a fucking idiot. You probably need to go home and go back to Oklahoma, Idaho, Ohio, wherever the fuck you're from, North Dakota, South Dakota, somewhere in there, Vancouver. Get the fuck out of here because you're not creative. You're not a creative person if you can't come up with a costume that doesn't exist in a movie. Like, that's just pretty fucking ignorant. You're like, I mean, just saying. That's pretty goddamn ignorant. If you're a comedian, actor, basketball player, fucking musician.
See, what I think is kind of ridiculous about the whole thing, though,
Elephant Wrangler.
that she, these movies have already came out. These are old ass movies. They're like they're not promoting anything that they're working on by wearing a Kill Bill outfit.
No, but what you're trying to do with any work stoppage, you're trying to make the people who consume whatever the product that you're making and the people who pay for whatever product you're making or employ you to make the product that you're making feel the reason why they need you to be there. If people don't make movies, you don't have a Kill Bill costume to wear. Therefore, i.e., you need fucking to have me. So you need to fucking pay me.
I also
that
feel
is
like
the I'm just saying that is the only that I'm just saying this is the only currency in which they have to use as leverage. For instance, with the Ford,
we're talking 5 minutes too long about Megan Fox. Like, why?
No, we're not talking about Megan Fox. I'm talking about the whole SAG in general. I'm just talking about in general. Like, you can't. Like, they're trying. Work stoppage is just they're trying to use their leverage. The only leverage they have is the things that are made and produced. For instance, Ford, and GM workers, car workers have gone on strike. Now, the reason that they can affect a change quickly and impact it is, hey, now my car prices have gone up as a customer, and as an employer, I'm not making any money, or I'm losing money, the projected money down the road, because I don't have anything being made. You can't make that customer feel that pain as an actor unless they don't see the things that they're used to seeing. Like, the reason that they told them not to do this, the actors, is for SAG, is because they're getting all when they get dressed up as Spider-Man, they get dressed up as Kill Bill, or whatever they get dressed up as, you're going to be putting it on your Instagram. And guess what that's going to do? It's going to be like posting it, and people are going to put, what people need to realize is, I don't have that this year. Oh, wait, I want to go watch this TV show. Oh, I don't have that this year. That's the importance of work stoppage fights, is to make, it's a sacrifice that you got to make if you want to get this win in what you're doing. You can tell, I hate to bring back Megan Fox, but you can tell that not just her, but I'm sure there's other actors as well who feel the same way as her. But I guarantee you, those are the people who don't do nothing, and they've already made a shit ton of money, and they don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They can, if you can choose when you want to work, then this is not, the work stoppage is not for you. And if you're not for it, then you're just a part of the problem.
All right. So I agree. I can agree with that. I can see your point on that. I think it's kind of stupid still. Yeah, but
it is all stupid. It's all stupid, right? Like,
I get what you're saying.
It's all stupid because we shouldn't have to be even sitting here having a conversation about whether people should be getting paid the amount that they're worth. We shouldn't even be having that conversation, right? Like,
I'm not doing
that's
it.
True. That's true.
I'm not giving any words.
We're going to do another audible, and we're just going to keep up with the spooktacular. I'm still talking about celebrity Halloween costumes. We're just going to go through this list and see which ones we can roast.
Am I on there? Did I make the list?
You're on the list. You're at the top of the list, my baby.
Yeah, I'm right here.
On the top of the list, my baby.
Hey, I made it. Nigga, we made it.
Hey, it's the poet, professor, rapper Shingi Mavima in the chat. What's up?
Okay. Hey, what's good? Welcome.
It's very impromptu. So this is Paris Hilton as Britney Spears. Shitty?
No, I love it. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. I love Paris Hilton.
You love it?
I love Paris Hilton. I think she's like underrated smart. Like, I don't know if you can look up her net worth right now, but she has so many things that she does right now outside of fashion.
Like, I'm kind of surprised that she's like,
she has serious business ventures.
Is she like
I mean, she's still bad, dog. She's like what 40 something, still bad.
Net worth. Well, I mean, is her net worth coming from the?
No, it's not from outside of being an heiress. I'm talking about like she's really made a lot of business moves. She was on like what is it, Larry King, his like new show that he does. She was like talking about that shit, man. Like I was like hella surprised, and you know nobody can be as dumb as those girls were in the late 90s on television, reality TV. Like Jessica Simpson, ain't nobody really that dumb in life, especially no one who's become successful.
Bro,
like,
the simple life was so incredible, and I think I'm a bit biased because the second season when they traveled, they came to Austin, and it was great. I was so excited to see that. So shout outs to the Simple Life for everybody that remembers or doesn't remember that show. But it made them. It created this sort of like, what's her name? Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton made him look so dumb, but then obviously they're not entertainment and money dumb. Like they know how to survive the game. And it's just the same way that like when people say Floyd Mayweather doesn't know how to read. No, he probably doesn't. He didn't graduate high school. He dropped out of high school, went to the Olympics, and then made money. It doesn't matter if you know how to read, if like you're making money. Like but
the way 50 Cent got at him was hilarious. So
does any logical skill really matter? Like, man, at that point, like, does math, science, does anything really matter that you learn in school at that point?
I agree with you on both of those points. I don't think that they were really actually like Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie. I almost called her, you know, me and her cool, you know what I'm saying? Because her daddy is from, you know, from where I'm from, you know what I'm talking about? So anyway, but Nikki, Richie, and Paris Hilton I don't think that they were completely acting. That was acting, you know what I mean? All the reality TV show is stuff is acting. They do like 14 takes to get all this stuff done. So I just think that they just always been really intelligent girls who, you know, who happen to have been born into money. You know what I mean? Like, and
actually has a really. Have you seen that documentary that she has about her like her life growing up and how her parents kind of like
just say it.
No. I honestly I don't want to go into it because I don't want to.
With your chest,
Alex. This is relevant. We're talking about parents.
I don't want to get into it because I don't want to get things wrong because I don't remember everything about it.
Well, we do that here all the time.
But no, you should check out her documentary where she talks about getting like basically institutionalized and that like how she just like has a super fucked up way she was raised and that just
like boarding school shit.
Even more intense than that. Like people will come into your house in the middle of the night and like basically kidnap you and then take you to
I do remember that.
Yeah, but it happened to like one of her siblings, I think, and then she had to watch it happen.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
But yeah,
that's
like
crazy.
That sounds like some Illuminati stuff, dude.
Yeah, no, definitely. Her family definitely in Numilatis. Her family definitely in the Numilatis. Her family in the Numilatis.
All right, move on.
Doing new Pilati.
Look, I don't say that word on anything live. I don't say that word. Oh wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, go to my girl.
Jessica Alba. She putting on for the people.
Look
my people.
Jessica Alba. Wow. Looking amazing. That's great. I like that. This Britney Spears. Because y'all don't remember.
He does a good Edward
I was
Norton.
just saying, do you remember those music videos?
Yeah, it was Hit Me Baby One More Time, and then
that's
the other one
MMA. That's the MTV.
This is
VMA Awards.
I thought you were about to be like Edward Norton also dresses Britney Spears.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this all Britney?
David Beckham as Edward Norton. I'm like, I could see that.
No, this is Edward Norton as David Beckham.
Oh.
Who's that?
I was like, he looks like a good Edward Norton.
Spice?
Shauna Robinson. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who Shauna Robinson is.
I thought it was the other way from back. I didn't read it.
This is actually pretty. This is actually really.
That's legit. I could see it both ways. I could see it both ways.
Yeah, I was gonna say they can go either way.
You know what?
Let's see.
You know what? looks like a regular white guy to me. Sorry, white guys. Just look like Charlie. They look like Charlie down the street.
All right, I like me some Austin Butler as Andy Warhol. I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Okay. I don't know either one. Who is that girl?
I don't know. Nobody knows who that is.
Kaya Gerber? No, I don't know no Gerbers. I don't know no babies now. I don't know no babies. But what if she's a goddamn Gerber baby
of the Gerber?
Like seriously, like this is. I'm talking crazy about this bitch. She like I could like buy you.
It's definitely good.
Okay, this is actually.
I love this. Kate Beckinsale.
What the fuck is this?
And no. Read the title and friend. They didn't even name the.
And friend. Or maybe like it was like a famous friend. They just never like revealed like who it actually was.
You know who it is?
That's fucked up.
Who is it, Alex? You know who that is?
Adam Sandler? I don't know.
I think that is Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
I think that's Lil Dicky. Yeah.
I already did this one.
Yo, hold on. Let me go back up to that one because we didn't actually talk about the costume.
Dude,
it's a great costume.
Fucking
first of all,
killed this shit.
You think it's great? I think
it's fantastic.
It's fantastic costume.
It's cool. I don't think it's cool.
That's fantastic. I like that he's doing, Uma Thurman.
They gender swap.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, she's.
Well, I guess it's not gender swapping. He's just being a woman.
He should have just dressed up as Bruce Lee, but whatever. Yeah.
I don't personally like Kill Bill that much because personal reasons. Figure them out for yourself. I don't really typically like.
Well, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
I have so many thoughts about Kill Bill, but we'll talk about it after.
Yeah, we'll talk about Kill Bill after.
They're all wrong because Quentin Tarantino kept making movies, so they're all wrong dots.
Justin Bieber as a diver.
I mean, he looks like Justin Bieber in Hawaii. Like,
what's going on here?
He actually just came from a boat. And then he forgot about this party. It looks like he just
came from recording like that song with what's his name that I do the same thing I told you that I never would.
I thought you were gonna make a Frank Ocean joke to talk about
no.
His
Oceans.
His swimming fit. I thought you were gonna say he was making a song with Frank Oceans.
Ooh. Be here all week, folks.
And this is.
I feel like this one shouldn't be on any list. Like I've seen like 6 Beyonce Halloween posts that were way better than this.
Seriously,
that should knock this off.
Wait,
look, this is like when I mean, just point
out Justin Bieber, or are you talking?
No, he's talking about this whole goddamn list.
No, I'm talking about Justin Bieber specifically. Like,
he is.
Yeah, that was nothing.
I feel like this whole thing is kind of. I feel like right now, you know how you go to a black comedy club and then you go to a white comedy club. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying one of them, white comedians or black comedians are better than one another. But when I go to a black comedy club or go to chocolate night, I'm laughing way harder than when I'm at the white comedy club or when I'm at, regular comedy night. That's all I'm saying. And, this is what I feel like when I'm looking at these costumes. I feel like I'm at white comedy night.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
white church, black church type shit.
Yeah, white church, black church. So if you ever been to church at a black church and then gone to a white church, you know what I'm saying?
It's two different things, bro.
I have a whole like Mexican church.
I have
Latino
a whole
church. I've never been to either one of those. I've never been to like a Latino church. So I can't. I have no frame of reference.
I mean, I'll say this. So typically, so I'm as a Christian, I've gone to
churches right quick.
I've gone mainly to like. I've gone to like a lot of churches led by white leaders, but I can clearly tell ones that are influenced from like bigger churches, planted from bigger churches that have a black pastor. Like mine currently, one of the lead pastors from his church clearly was a black pastor because my dude, he is from Michigan. He's a like nerdy white dude, and he be spitting soul. He be saying shit like. Come on, somebody, and I'm like, bro, they don't say that shit in Michigan. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that is not.
I swear to God, I thought you was gonna say. I swear to God, I thought you was. He be saying shit like, "Nigga, you need to get saved. Nigga, you need to get saved too."
I mean,
that's the first nigga cast a stone.
Reserved for Easter. Reserved strictly for Easter.
Who was the pastor in They Clone Tyrone?
David Allen Greer.
David Allen Greer. Yeah.
That should be we should do a trivia game of like.
But I'll say this
trivia game
for a lot of my Latin folks. A lot of my Latin folks are still Catholic. Like they go to Catholic churches. So a lot of that, like in Catholic churches, the sermons are like 10 to 15 minutes. You don't really get a good, like oomph from like a Mexican, priest as you would any other Christian church that's led. Now, I will say I've been to like white led churches, and these motherfuckers don't put salt or pepper on their chicken. And I can just tell by the way that they preach their sermon. They put no seasonings. They put no.
I was coughing, so you couldn't hear us laughing at the seasoning joke. But I will say, I haven't been to a Latino church, but I have had a Latino bishop come to the Catholic church that I was going to school at the time.
Yeah.
And so I went to a couple of masses that had this like special guest preacher, bishop come. And so
he brought some spice.
I am familiar. No, he didn't bring no goddamn spice. No.
I didn't think it would.
No, because Catholic church is different. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Catholic church, I know all the kneeling.
Nothing,
I know how to do the kneeling.
Oh yeah, you got the gestures now.
And one time I literally, I'm a singer for those who don't know. And when one time I got a little frisky, and I said, I'm gonna just sing this shit. Like I'm gonna sing one of these hymns. I'm gonna just
don't do that. Don't do that in the Catholic church.
I did it, boy. I got in trouble.
Right, I was gonna say, don't do that. That's what you don't do.
I got in trouble. I ain't gonna talk about it, but it involved a cricket mallet and my butt.
Hosanna.
You know what I'm saying?
Hosanna in the
capital punishment exists in the Catholic
school.
school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lot of Ave Maria.
Kelly Ripa. Kelly Ripa still looking.
Yeah, her husband Mark Consuelos. He a good dude. I've always liked him. He a good dude.
I feel like she dated him because she's so tiny. She gotta find a nigga like the same.
That's a tiny Mexican.
Yeah, she needs to find a tiny person. Too. I mean, look, you can find tiny people all
bro.
over.
They be hosting. It's instead of Regis and Kelly, it's Mark and Kelly now. They be hosting the Mark and Kelly show.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? They got rid of Mike.
Yeah, the football player guy.
Michael Singletary. Now, why did they get rid of Mike? You know what? We'll talk about that on
because he's black, bro. Do you know they can't have no black man on there?
I'm gonna tell you. Look, I think I know why. I just can't say it right now.
I just said why.
No, it's not because he's black. Trust me. But it might be because it might be indirectly because he's black. You know what I'm talking about?
Why did they get rid of what's his name from Mike and Kelly? Put it in the comments.
I'm talking about this.
Wrong answers only.
Yeah, wrong answers. But I do know the answers. So come back for the next episode of the Gotham Gazette, because this really is, for those who have probably never seen this before, we usually are giving you news consistently. Like we're giving you some news right now, but then this is the spooktacular. Now that may be racist depending on where you are in the world and how you view what the fuck we just said. So but this is a spooktacular event with the Gotham Gazette. It's almost like akin to a holiday party at work, and y'all are watching it live.
Yeah, let's get back to the spooktacular.
Let's get back to the spooktacular.
I literally only came for one reason, and it's none of this shit. Tell me when I need to come back.
It's Halloween.
Tell me when I need to come back. I dressed up and I put a tie on. I didn't come for none of this shit, bro. None of the fans came for none of this shit.
I don't know how
either.
the fuck did you miss the Halloween spooktacular?
I put it in the chat. I said Halloween.
I was ready for my segment. And I'm dragging
to. We usually compile all of the articles.
I already put the article in there. Like this is not a news thing.
Okay,
I put the news article in there, and it was the one that me and you talked about.
We're going an hour in right now, and we're about to wrap this shit up. So
let's let him get his off. Let's let him get his off.
No, let me cook. Yeah,
because I am interested in this clip. I am interested in this story.
The Lizzo as Tina Turner? Or
no. Nine. It's the story that we talked about the other night. The list.
Because the dating list. For y'all that y'all don't know, for those who don't know, Blake is our Gotham Gazette relationship correspondent. And we do have some news to go into, but first we're going to say something about Lizzo's outfit right here. Do we have any words?
No, I just don't like Lizzo.
Same. I mean,
I like her music. But I'm like some of the stuff. I'm like,
no.
bro, like stop. I don't know.
No, I think I don't like either. But like her or her music. But it has nothing to do with anything like anything out there that's in the news or anything like that. Like nothing social media related. Just, I live in Highland Park. So for those who know, they know. And that's all I'm gonna say. It's weird living in LA and then doing this show because you can't say like things that you really want to say. You know what I'm talking about, Alex?
You can, but just this is not the show for it.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm very regional. It's very regional, and like you think nobody gonna see this, but I've had people be like, "Yo, Drunk Panthers." Like I saw Moses Prim today. I saw Prim. I saw Prim today. Right, I mean, yesterday.
Actually, I'm gonna.
You tell him you knew me because he's been on my show.
I didn't get a chance to know. He knows me, so I just was like, "Yo, Moses," and he was like, "Yo, Bill," and we dapped up, and he was walking.
Well, next time you tell him, be like, Money Blake, and he'd be like, "Oh man, I know that."
Yeah, next time I got his number, I'll text him and be like, "Yo," because I meant to be text him anyway.
I do too. I've just never texted him.
You know what? Oh yeah, because I met him in person, so it was like weird. It was weird, like how I met him because it's just
we need to have a drunk hood money.
Yeah,
hood money
reunion.
Okay,
drunk
we're
Banthas reunion
spitballing here.
No, sorry.
Like to go ahead with your goddamn segment.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So apparently, there's this list going around on social media that is I don't know who they interviewed because it says it's a list of women. And they're like, what women? First of all, I have a question. What women made this list and who listened to these women? Because these women absolutely are all single, first of all, and they're going to be single. And maybe some of them have kids. Probably. There's a high likelihood.
Give us what's on the list here.
I'm gonna, but I want to explain.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just speaking to my intrigue. Yeah, give us what's on this list. Yeah. I'm so women, curious.
some sort of women out there. They listen to some sort of group of women out there. I don't know what group this was.
Hussies.
And they made a list of places to not go on a first date.
Okay.
And I think a lot of this was on set from the 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. The girl who refused to get out of the car.
Yeah.
The girl who refused to get out of a car because she was on a date at Cheesecake Factory. When in the first context of that wasn't even the original place where the date was set. But she refused to get out of a car for Cheesecake Factory. So on this list, I'm just going to run through this real quick. I disagree with a few of these. I agree with a few of these, but I have my thoughts overall. So we have Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie nights, Netflix, Hulu, and etc. I'm still going to guess that would be at your house, but like who knows? Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar for just drinks, Waffle House, sports events.
Hold on. How the fuck does sports events make it?
I get it.
Below
Waffle
your
house?
No, your house.
And
let me tell you something. If a bitch asks me to, and I'm going there. If a bitch asks me out on a date and she say, "You want to go to the Rams game, or do you want me to cook you some food?" I'll be like, "Bitch, are you crazy? We're going to the Rams game. Like, what is your problem?"
In the words of the D12 song, it's I think it was a D12 member that said, "Bitch, are you retarded?" And I think that
like, I don't know. I feel like this list should kind of go flip because I'm definitely wanting to go to Waffle House. But like, I know
on a first date, that's probably
that's just a joke. Well, look, first of all, that was a one night stand joke. If you know what I'm saying, your first date could be your last date too. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to look anyway. You know, you mean
get hit by a car.
Exactly. You can get hit by a car, man. You might want to take advantage of what you don't take advantage of. What you take advantage of. Look, I'm just out here trying to give different types of relationship advice. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, check me out when I guest star on Unfiltered Bachelor with Money Blake Weller. Unfiltered Bachelor. I just want to say that I do see what this young lady is talking about here.
Partially.
How in the absolute fuck?
I think this is, let's see here. Here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go to. I mean, they're not giving us their data, of course. This is a
right,
and
they're not gonna.
Whatever. There's not
this
going
might,
to be any.
I mean, yeah. Well, first of all, this is fake. First of all, the video.
It's not. No.
I'm talking about the video that the young lady made. That's what I'm talking about.
No, it's not a fake video.
It's not fake.
I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna tell you why it's fake. Because this is not the first. First of all, this is not the first young lady to do this on the internet. This is not by any means like by trying to like embarrass somebody on the date and talk about it. This has actually been happening since on Black Twitter. This has been happening since Twitter existed.
But she's not dating a black guy. Like this.
No,
point.
I'm not talking.
I don't think the guy was in on this.
No, I'm not talking about black or white. I'm just talking about the dawn of shaming a dude on the internet during a date. That started on Black Twitter when Twitter started. That's all I'm saying. I'm giving context and come back to it. It's popped up again, like being popular again because of TikTok. And, people as content creators, we all know here, you have to keep generating content. And on TikTok, it's at an exponential level. You have to keep generating content like 3, 4, 5 times a day. And it just got to be on schedule, and it's got to be sensational, and it's got to have something that makes people fucking look at this nigga in the motherfucking window. God damn. But it's got to have something that creates a narrative, and then that narrative can be picked up by other fool ass media outlets. That's us, huh? I guess that's us. I guess that is us. That's us. So yeah, no, but
like I know what you're talking about because I can definitely see a staged video. But when you're saying that it's fake, you're saying that it's fake in the terms of
stage.
He being fake right now. You think like he's in on it too?
I do think he's in on it too. Yes.
I don't know. I was seeing there was
because
I think you should watch the whole thing. The dude,
yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm just saying.
And
I don't think you've seen it. I don't think you've seen the same interview.
After it blew up, they actually did like meet up and got.
And they're apparently supposed to go on a second date.
Y'all remember
this was in Atlanta?
Do y'all remember the video that came out where the dude and the girl who had broke up, they talked about why they broke up. They confronted each other, and it went viral. Do y'all remember that?
No.
No.
Okay, well, it was huge. It made it as big as like Showtime with Jesus Miro and stuff like that. Like it went on major outlets and stuff. A lot of YouTubers, recovered it and talked about it in reaction videos. That shit was fake. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like you're setting up yourself for this moment. You're going to be enticed to say these, to say crazy things staged, not in the sense that like wrestling is fake. I know what the outcome of this is going to be, but I'm getting chopped. I'm taking them chops in the chest. I'm hitting the ground. Like when I jump off the top belt buckle and turnbuckle and I hit the ground, and when the dude moves and I don't land on him, that shit really happened, and it really hurts. When I get thrown into a table from the top rope out of the ring, that shit really happened, and it really. But
I disagree that I disagree that this particular date is fake for a number of reasons. But also, I don't think we should go down the rabbit hole of like, is this date fake or not? Because this particular incident enticed a whole post that we're now talking about women.
It created a cultural wave.
It created this opening where now women are saying, it's not all women either, because like there's plenty of women I'll talk to and been like, this list is fucking stupid. But like whatever 10 of them that they talk to that are probably all over social media, are like, do not take me here, there, or whatever, wherever. And that's probably why they're still single, first of all. Like,
well, yeah, if you don't want to go to Red Lobster, but you're gonna be single for a while. I'm just telling you right now.
And here's the thing too. Even in the incident of this, when they re-interviewed the guy after this date, and it was him and the girl, And the interviewer was like, why did you choose, Cheesecake Factory? First of all, in context, he wanted to take her somewhere else. He waited for an hour while she got ready.
Aria.
Like that was part of this.
Reservations for
they wanted to go to Aria, which is it's a very fancy hotel, and it has a fancy restaurant. I know this was in Atlanta because in the interview they talked about Midtown and Aria, and I was like, that's all in Atlanta. I know Atlanta. But he was like, we had reservations there. She was an hour late. We couldn't make the reservation. So I decided Cheesecake Factory because I've gone there for birthdays. I go there for family gatherings. I really like this place. This place has a sentimental feel to me. And if she was into something, it's going to be on the menu. And I felt like, all right, that feels like an appropriate move. But for me, I am also not a guy who does dinner on the first date, as a move.
I'm all about these bitches. That's what he just said right now.
I'm all about, wait. I'm all about coffee or a place for drinks, which is on this list, which I totally disagree with, because what are you anticipating when you go on a date? Why are you anticipating it's going to be something more? I'm not even anticipating it's going to be something more. I want to go to a place that has either drinks or coffee, and if it's near something that has food and we go for food afterwards, fantastic. But what if by the time I order, we order cheese sticks and they come out, we realize 2 cheese sticks in, we shouldn't be here for our entrees, and we're here for an awkward date for the next hour and a half.
I like that,
bro. Don't set yourself up for failure. This is my whole point of not choosing movies for a first date because you're not talking, not choosing a restaurant for a first date because now you're being like, well, we're gonna have to hang out with each other. You realize this is probably a 2-hour investment. What if by one drink in, I realize we don't have the same morals and values, and I don't want to hang out with you anymore? We will know by one drink in, and that's a low-cost investment.
Well, this is the thing. This is how I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak to nothing but my experiences. Obviously, I can only speak to, what I know. And I only know what I've done. So I have taken a girl to all of these places, but I've never taken a girl to any of these places on the first date.
Yeah, it's different. It's so different.
So I'm just saying, all of these places, I've actually never. I'm just trying to it's kind of small, so I'm just kind of trying to look a little closer. Oh, actually, I could kind of zoom in here on my computer here. But yeah, actually, I got Spider-Man gloves on, so I can't zoom in. So that's not gonna work. But
Cheesecake Factory,
yeah,
Applebee's,
I've never
Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden. First of all, Olive Garden.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Nobody should ever go to Olive Garden just on a normal
not on the
meal.
First date. I know I'm going to Olive Garden. First of all,
I'm going
to all these places.
Don't ever go to Olive Garden.
Let me tell you something, ladies. If you're dating me, which I'm already dating somebody, so good luck. But if you're dating me, you're going to all of these places at some point in time. We're going and we're eating at all. No, except
if you take a loved one to Olive Garden, you don't love them.
That's don't love them than a first date.
I said I've actually never taken anybody to a first date on this list. I've never done that, so I guess I'm in the clear. But this is what's ridiculous. Having a list of where you won't go or what you won't do. Starting off any relationship for anybody out there, male or female, if anyone tells you right out the bat, this is how we're starting this relationship, what I won't do, if that's their mindset, then that's not gonna be a successful relationship. This is doomed to fail. Set up to fail. You know what I'm saying? You like those puns? I'm coming out here with the puns right now. It is doomed to fail if you're dealing with someone who is built up in this much negativity. Because if I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna do, let's just say, so one time I went on a date with this girl. She took me to a concert one time, right? I ain't know this girl from Adam's House Cat really, but she had asked me the night before when I met her, do you want to go to a concert? I'm gonna pay for it. Boom. Okay, we went. It was a great concert. Did it work out with me and this young lady? No, but the concert was dope. You know what I'm saying? So I think a sports event is on here, which I would put up there with live event. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That is probably considered a bad first date place, but that's not where that whole situation went wrong. We went on several dates
But
after
it doesn't.
that.
But
I'm just saying
you're making
okay,
exceptions to the rule.
No, hold on. Let me
making
finish my
exceptions
point.
to the rule versus the generality.
I'm not making exceptions to the rule. What I'm saying is, if you've already set up what you won't do, like let's just say I was like, bitch, I'm not going on a first date, going on a concert with you, or a sporting event or whatever. Like, whatever the place is the first date. You shouldn't be like, nah, fuck that motherfucker. I don't fuck with him. I'm just saying you should maybe give it a chance. I will agree that the movie is bad place to take a first date. You know what I'm saying? A restaurant, it depends on who the person is. And if you are the type of person, I'm just saying, because if you're the type of person who likes going out to eat, having conversation, like you know what I'm saying? Like if you're that type of person and you like doing that with other people, you need to find you somebody who likes doing that. So maybe that person. Maybe if you go out.
Hold on. I'm gonna play the clip because I've been wanting to play this clip for a while.
Oh yeah. Let's get to the juice. Spill the tea.
Let me see if I can.
You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
Chain restaurant? Maestro's is a goddamn chain restaurant.
You want to talk that?
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
How is a chain restaurant?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay, let me.
I mean, there's a lot of chain restaurants that are really nice.
Right.
Is all I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
What's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory?
Look at my plan where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's
do we know what she does for a living?
Call him.
No, I don't actually.
I guarantee you, it's TikTok.
I mean, I feel like if you're gonna have this level of like entitlement, you know, there's levels to everything. If you make a certain amount of money a year, okay, like maybe you're not trying to date somebody who works at McDonald's or whatever. Yeah.
Right. But you're a doctor and then this dude take you on a date and then works at McDonald's. He's manager at McDonald's. You're like, all right, bro.
Right.
You real cool, but you know,
yeah,
I think I'm looking for somebody a little different.
Yeah. If you're like if you're an anesthesiologist or something like that. It's like if you're making big money and you're not trying to like live backwards in lifestyle.
Right.
Like as Chris Rock has taught us, you know, women don't want to go backwards in lifestyle.
Right.
I understand that, but if like why are you trying to aim so high? Like,
well, first of all, they seem to be in a Mercedes-Benz truck. If I'm not mistaken,
I thought it was a Tesla, but
it looks a little higher. I mean, like I can't tell. You know, we're inside the car, so it can't. It might be a Tesla too. It could be a Tesla, but they got that deep sunroof in the back, so it could be a Range Rover, Mercedes truck.
It's a nice car,
a Tesla.
Regardless,
but I'm just saying exactly.
Car, yeah.
The three things that I just said are like close to like depending on what kind, you got close to $100,000.
Money is not an issue.
Money is not an issue for this dude. Like this dude, like bitch. Just because I got this collared shirt on don't mean I won't kick your ass out and make you walk home. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just saying, because that means seriously, if she was like, oh, I'm not getting out of the car, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Where do you want to go? You want to go to, you want to go to Maestro's. Okay, cool. We go to Maestro's. Oh, my bad. I want to go to Maestro's. You want to go to Maestro's. When we get to Maestro's, she get out and I'm driving off. Like, there wouldn't have been no need. Because let her put that on Instagram.
Let me
you know what I'm
continue
saying?
with the clip. Let me continue with the clip.
Yeah, have you seen the whole thing, Bill?
Yeah, I have. I'm just saying this is Alex has not, but I'm just saying like these
maybe our viewers
these are the
have
things
not
that
either.
I would do.
like
yeah,
to,
exactly. Maybe some of them. Shout out to
I
Father.
told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs.
I understand.
For an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late. And like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment. And that is not possible.
And that's why I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice fancy
yeah, maybe we ain't ready to go eat no $800 meal, bitch. Maybe you ain't the type of bitch I should be taking out to no $800 meal if you ain't got to let me upstairs, because I feel like
I'm gonna also, because we got a little frothy, but if he took her to a nice place, would she do nice things for him?
Exactly, because that's what he's saying. Obviously, we ain't in the part of our relationship where you gonna snook my duck. So we obviously you don't need to go to Maestro's. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you won't let me upstairs. If like seriously though, if you don't feel comfortable with me going upstairs, I don't feel comfortable. Maybe we should go to a different place that's not as intimate. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's trying to be a gentleman and try to maybe make you feel more comfortable, because you've established, hey, we not going to this lane. We need to back it up a little bit. So, you know, I don't know, Blake, how do you feel about that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Don't be going to no woman's house at first date. Like, first, I have a problem. Right. I have a personal problem, like asking to pick whoever you're going to go on a first date with up from their house. Like, I have a personal problem with that. And again, I think some people won't, like, if they're like, it depends all in dating context. Are you going because it's like, this is a smash and grab, you know what I mean? Is this in and out? Like, smash and dash, baby. If that's what you're doing. But clearly this guy is not looking for that. So when like the woman's like, well, I don't know you like that to bring you in my house. And he's like, I think he said everything other than being like, fair play. Like, that is a-okay. I'm not even trying to ask to go into your place. What I see from this though is that, and to add to context after this, he's like, I don't really have a lot of luck with women anyways. So this guy, first of all, he taking somebody to a nice restaurant, I think it's a grand gesture. For some women, it can be too much of a gesture. It can be off-putting, which is why I think the safest moves, to go back to this list, are something that are low investment. Grabbing drinks, getting coffee. These are very low investment moves. And even if you pay for the first drink or if you pay for a coffee, what are you out? 10, 20 bucks, 30 bucks? Like, bro, that's gas money. Who gives a shit? Like, you're not out anything other than an hour of your time and some money. Call it a fucking day. Like, stop being a baby. Like, literally on both sides, stop being a baby about it. Like, well, you win some, you lose some.
I think it speaks to what the reason. Well, so I'm not going to go into why I think that this is a fake video anymore, because I've already established that. I feel like there's nothing more I can say about that. But I will go on to say that these type of videos are dangerous in the sense that these types of videos contribute to these fears on both sides of the sexual spectrums. Like, in
a negative way, though.
In a negative, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're very. That's why I said they're dangerous, and they affect both sides of the spectrums of our sexualities. And you're putting it in people's minds. Oh man, if I take a bitch to this place, she ain't gonna want to go there. And like, oh man, if a dude takes me here, I'm disrespected. Like, well, maybe if a dude told you he wanted to take you to one place, maybe you could just tell him, oh man, I really don't like that place. Would you rather go to place that you like? You know, insert place that you like here. There's nothing wrong for a constructive conversation. And as a matter of fact, if you're one of the people who is trying to have that constructive conversation and you've got someone acting like this young lady is, then you know that this is not the person for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, move on to the next person, call it an L. And also, you can take myself, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna take this girl out anyway. We're gonna talk, and then I'm really not gonna, like I said, I drop the bitch off and just tell her I'm gonna leave. I wouldn't actually do that. We can go to where she want to go. We can go eat, and I'm gonna let her know about herself. You know what I'm saying? In a nice way, just like we're talking right now. I'm gonna be like, but I feel like you were real disrespectful though. Like, I feel like you could have came at it different. We could have all had a good conversation. But when I go home, I'm never gonna talk to this girl again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But because I don't look at it as an L, I look at it like I just met somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am one of them people. I'm a social creature. Those who know me in the chat, they will tell you I'm a social creature. And so I don't have anything against meeting, taking somebody out, and then me not, getting my wee wet, or fucking never talking to the person again. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just being friends afterwards. But this lady was just very disrespectful by trying to shame him. You know what I'm saying? This happened to one of my friends. This actually happened to a dude that I know.
But it goes to the culture of like what we're living in now. This paints a picture of the culture. It's like
exactly
not all women. I don't think this is a reflection of all women.
No,
I think this is a reflection of women who spend too much time on their TikToks and Instagrams and are too influenced and trying to be influencers and are saying like, oh, I value myself too much to go into a place like this. And it's like, I watched a video, Charlemagne, he had a guest that I very much love on his show this week, Pastor Mike Todd. I love Mike Todd from Transformation Church in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He had Mike Todd on and they brought up this clip and he was just like, well, why? And I guess whatever woman producer co-host is on the show, she was just like, well, no man can take me to Cheesecake Factory. He's like, but are you single? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, bro, like, it doesn't matter. Like, why would it matter? Like, he's like, what if the guy of your dreams wants to go to a place like this and it's not up to you? Like, you have, I think to your point and to your credit, what you were saying a few moments ago, it's like, what if you open your horizon? It's like, what if something good could happen from going out to a place like this?
Right. Exactly.
And I'm all for that. My approach, though, and so I don't think my approach is a one size fit all, but my approach is it's more of like in the culture of dating now, if you would like a safe approach to not be over the top or under the bottom, a safe approach is go somewhere where there's drinks or go grab a coffee. Like it's a very safe bet. Like don't do bowling, don't do restaurants, don't do anything that's going to overexpose yourself or your wallet when you don't know somebody. And nobody should come into the date if you're dating the right person. And this is very hard to tell, but then you'll figure it out. If you go on a very easy date like that, you'll know by then if they are there for a free ride or if they're there to genuinely meet you. And I think in this video, she was here for a free ride. And that's no shame in your game. There's some people that want to give you a free ride on a date. This guy, though, was genuinely looking for a connection. And I think that that's the problematic thing. People are so looking for the actual real thing, the future. Right. There's so much of that's hidden.
You're talking about in our own culture. Your feet moment.
The swept, yeah. That whole romantic thing. It's so hidden,
whimsical,
and it bro. It's
fairy tales.
Everybody wants it, and nobody wants to admit that they want it. And then when it happens, nobody wants to admit that it happened, and they want to move on to whatever sort of in the moment fantasy can happen. And that's so unfortunate. Let's go.
Because I think these are some good points. I think maybe Nine's already showing these. Frothy says she's trying to shame him and also intimidate a lot of people she doesn't know.
Facts. I love that.
Yeah, that's exactly. I think that's kind of what that's the thing we were both saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Film Age. Shout out to Film Age. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Film Age,
friend of the show. I think gratitude needs to be brought back to dating.
Gratitude and respect, bro.
Gratitude
like both
and respect.
Things.
Yeah, I think that is both of them go hand in hand, like nitty and gritty. Gratitude and respect. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the nitty and the gritty. Otherwise,
and the gritty.
Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about if you don't have them together. So yeah, I think that's absolutely what both of us were saying. And yeah, Sarah said the best first date is a hike, and that's
I like that date idea.
Yep, that was our first date, so that's why she said
it's a great idea.
Yeah, look, dog, I told you, I got all the best dates. You know what I'm talking about? I got all the best dates. You can't take the same girl on the same date. Never do that. Look, first off, don't ever take any girl to the same place you took another girl. Just automatically off top, bad idea. Because you ain't smart enough for her to never figure that out. So just go ahead, get that out of the way so you never have to see it.
I did that very early on, so I will give daps to that, because yes, don't do that. How about don't do that?
Don't do that. Don't do it, dog.
There's a lot of places in the city. Perhaps don't do that.
Or I hope there's a lot of places. Wherever you are, I hope there's a lot of places in the city for you to take a female out to eat. Evelyn says, so many videos going viral are skits, and it's crazy what people will do for attention. And that's kind of what I was hitting on early in this video before we got it going, because this is the Gotham Gazette. We do not want to pay homage or give any of these people love for doing any of this shit. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. We take ourselves very seriously. We take ourselves very seriously here. Yes. And we have journalistic integrity, and I have to point out the shit like I call it. I have to call it like I see it. And this right here is foolishness. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
For a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, like, you know, the equivalent to that? I mean,
I literally
you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
She is dressed for Cheesecake Factory. I'm going to tell you right now. She is dressed for Cheesecake Factory.
Listen,
she ain't dressed for Tao, okay? I might take her to Third Base in Hollywood. Get her some wings. That's what she's dressed for right now.
So, respectfully, I'm going to just drop you off at home.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, this move I loved. Him, the fact thing. He was going to take her home. I love that.
Why is she mad that he going to take her home?
Some kind of compromise or something?
Oh, now she wants to negotiate. This isn't a hostage negotiation.
That's what situation. He just did. He just asked you, do you want to go somewhere else? That's a compromise.
If I don't feel respected,
no, he's taking her home. Good for him.
Good. He said, bitch, I'm going to put this on self-drive and drive your ass back to the crib. He said, I'm not even going to drive you home. I'm going to press the gas pedal.
We're done, yeah.
I ain't going to waste the time driving you home, putting this on self-drive.
I'm gonna let AI figure out how to take you home, because I'm not going to do it.
Exactly. Hit previous destination on this motherfucker, because I'm taking this lady back to her house. I'm tired of this shit.
I don't have.
But I love how she's trying to like work this out in her head. She's just like, wait, is that what we're doing?
And you've broken everyone.
Blessed are the humbled, because you're about to get humbled.
Seriously, let me just tell you something, lady. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that right now.
Well,
what I will say,
but I understand. I get it now. Oh, you get it now. Oh, we ain't going back, but you get it now. Okay, I'm glad. It takes something like this to like start to like break that whole like anything that you see on social media that's not real, bro. Like,
right.
I very much wish that there were more positive influences for males and females when it comes to relationship and dating. Like, there's not, though. There's a whole bunch of toxic stuff that happens.
Right. Now, you know what?
That doesn't help. But that doesn't help a video like this from coming out. 2 seconds, real quick. That doesn't help a video like this from coming out. And then to question if it's real or fake. So much attention is drawn on if it's real or fake. I really think this is real, because this feels like I think the woman is being fake, but like I think the guy is like, I'm not going to stand for this. And when they interviewed him afterwards, he was like, I've never done anything like that before, but like it felt like this had happened so many times. This is where the straw broke. And I think it's because a camera's in his face. So he's like, well, I can't look like a schmuck. So then I have to act the part. I'm glad he did. He made the right move. But like, there's so much of this like social media culture where it's like, you have to do this, or you have to date this way, or women want this and women want that. And it's such a the microcosm almost has the biggest voice in the macrocosm. And we think it's absolute truth when it's not. and it's unfortunate that it's that way.
Yeah,
this guy wants an old-fashioned dating situation. You go and date.
A regular. Even if this never even made it to a point where it could be any other type of dating.
No,
we don't know if he wanted an old-fashioned one or like just he wanted an old-fashioned in the parking lot. We don't know what he wanted because she never even got to the point where we can even have a civil conversation because she won't even get out the car at Cheesecake Factory. And also, let me just tell you something, goddammit. Cheesecake Factory is fucking amazing. I don't know where y'all went to Cheesecake Factory at, but in Los Angeles, California, Cheesecake Factory on point. I seen Shaquille O'Neal at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm just joking. I didn't see Shaquille O'Neal at the Cheesecake Factory. I saw him at another place, which I won't say because I go there. So I don't want people.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Yeah, but no, seriously, famous people go to the Cheesecake Factory. Like rich people go to the Cheesecake Factory. I don't understand what's wrong. Last time I was at Cheesecake Factory, I almost spent $200 on. So I feel like this young lady must have never been to the Cheesecake Factory. You know what I'm saying? Like it leads me to believe she actually has never been to the
It leads me to believe that she's read so much online about what a woman is like. Oh, if you're a woman and if you're a high value woman, don't go to this place and don't go to that place. You're believing so much of this outside bubble that it now influences your decisions about. Actually, Cheesecake Factory has a number of things on the menu. If I don't know what you're into, Cheesecake Factory probably has it on the menu and you'll probably like something. Also, do you just want to go for drinks? They got drinks. Do you just want to go for dessert? They've got how many cheesecakes? Like 60? They have like 60 cheesecakes.
Yeah,
it's rather insane. It's really rather insane the amount of variety that they have.
And the amount of food that they give you.
Bro, just in case you don't know what somebody's into, if you're already going for the restaurant thing, sounds like a great place.
Great place. This is a good actual first date place because the way they have you section off, it's not really like super loud. You can kind of have a conversation. They take a long time to bring you your food, so you can have a conversation when you're there. And like you like you said, if you don't know what this person's into, you can find out what they're into because there's such a wide variety there. So, and I don't appreciate Applebee's being so goddamn close on the list to Cheesecake Factory. Because Applebee's should be lower. That's right. If Drake is taking bitches to Cheesecake Factory, I am taking bitches to Cheesecake Factory. That's what I will continue to do for the rest of my life. Yeah, for as long as I should.
Cheesecake Factory was like Grey Poupon, where it would pop up in a lot of rap lines.
You gotta fight with me at Cheesecake. You know I love to go there. Say I'm acting like it. I can't take you nowhere.
Yeah, man.
Like I feel like Cheesecake Factory is the upper echelon of the nigger rich
chain restaurants.
To be fair, this nigga wasn't black, so maybe she was like, I don't date niggas. I stopped dating niggas.
She's one of those black people who doesn't date black people.
Right. That's probably what it is.
Listen to Kanye and 12.
And so after the fact, actually, Drake probably actually took her on a date to Cheesecake Factory.
To your point,
and so she's probably
to your point after the fact.
From the Cheesecake.
To your point, I want everybody to go watch the after interview where these two they went on a different podcast. And they interviewed both of them.
I haven't seen that.
That was literally her point. Was like, well, in black culture, we're taught to respect ourselves. We can't go to this place because men are they're going to treat us this way or that way. And he's an Indian guy. His family's from like India. He doesn't even know any shit about like what your dating culture is like.
Yeah,
he's literally just trying to have a date. And literally, to my point, he was trying to date for like, hey, I'm really into you. I think that like if we have a good date, we could have another good date. We could have another good date after that. We could build a future. Like he doesn't, but that is a tough thing about dating interculturally too, because if you don't know if like, hey, the women of this culture, if you're a woman, the men of this culture, they're here's some sort of finite rules or something. If you don't know anything about that, you suggest a place like he did, and all of a sudden you've made 10 wrong moves not knowing it. And that's so unfortunate.
You see, this dude really
So
doesn't know anything about black culture except for his family will disown him if they find out he's dating this girl. That's all he know about black
and he's okay with that. He's willing to
take that dive. Yeah,
yeah.
As long as she's ready to go to Cheesecake Factory, shit, I'm ready to go.
It is, and but yeah, it's been difficult.
Sure.
Well, and it's even before this, dating has already been difficult for me.
I imagine your views kind of clash with what you're looking for and what they're looking for.
Yeah, I think so. Because, I think in general, my values kind of reflect wanting to build something that lasts.
Yes, sir.
And I want to make sure that anyone that
can you pause it right there?
Willing.
I just want to see. Look at her face. You feel like she missed out on a good thing, right?
Oh yeah. You watch this interview. She's like,
look at her face. Just look at her face. She looked like she missed out on a good thing. She's like, oh, I like this little boy. This little boy, he cute though. Damn, I shouldn't have did him like that. I wish he known that I don't just like hate him because he little and Indian. I really was gonna do anybody like that day. I had 3 other dates I was gonna go on. Them niggas didn't answer the phone, and he was really cute though. Like now she mad that she put this nigga on blast because look, I had this happen to a friend of mine. He got put on blast on Twitter on a date that he went on the very same way that this young lady did. But please, I just wanted to point out her face and like how truly sad she looks right there.
Really strong foundation, based on our mutual values. And I think it in general, a lot of the people that I meet, either they don't have time to set towards building something like that, or they just don't want to because
this young guy, man.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, if you're thinking about all this stuff, if you're thinking about all the stuff that this guy's thinking about, like either they don't have time or they don't want to. None of that shit matters because you can't control what other people are doing. You can't control anything outside of yourself. Don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Don't worry about what nobody else is making.
This right here, though, Frothy just made a good point. She looks like she's still hungry.
Yeah, because nobody took her ass out to eat.
Also, if she looks taller by sitting down, you find out in this interview she's almost 6'1", and so
he 5'4", easy
on a good day.
Also, this nigga, you can tell this nigga wild, man. He one of them wild boys. You can tell he a wild boy. He got on one of them goddamn black denim suits. I know where he got that at the Underground Mall in Atlanta. I know where he shopped at, dog. Like he a wild boy. I ain't gonna tell you no lies. You know what I'm saying? This boy right here is a wild boy. So she missed out on a good time right there. You know what I'm saying? Because he got that Indian money. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all been to college. You hung out with some Indian dudes. They went out to the club with you, and y'all got it in, man. At least if that's not your story from college, I'm sorry, because you missed out on college. That's how you're supposed to experience college. You're supposed to meet different cultures.
Get it in with an Indian man, or else you haven't been to college.
Yes, an Indian man is specific.
Who knows?
I'm saying you're supposed to get it in with different cultures, and you're supposed to get turned up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I think she missed out on a good time with this little dude. And I think that's what she's thinking right there. Look at her face, dog. Oh, this little boy cute, though. Look, that's what she's saying. And I've been to Atlanta a lot. That does not help this validity of this video, because I think that this video is fake still. And the fact that they from Atlanta, that they live in Atlanta, scam capital of the world, no. I don't know.
I don't know how you made this entire thing about the fake or not fakeness of this video.
I just brought it back.
But I will say the list should and does not stand. That's not a good list.
No, I agree completely. That is a ridiculous list. Except don't take anybody to Applebee's. Like, take you go to Applebee's with your family. You know what I'm saying? Don't
or for a TikTok joke.
Yes. But you don't, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing stand-up, go to Applebee's. Like, if you need material, go to Applebee's. But don't go to Applebee's. That's just
for serious.
ridiculous.
Don't go there for serious.
No, that's just ridiculous. But if your friend works at the bar at Applebee's, you go. That, you know what I'm saying? That's where you go.
If you can make $1 margarita, 50-cent margarita, that's not a bad night.
It's not a bad night. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody to make you some fucking like big dick bills. That's what that's a mind eraser with some tequila. That's basically a mind eraser with tequila. That's called a big dick bill. Look it up. It's on the shot lists.
I thought you made your own drink and I wasn't mad at it.
No, I did. I mean, I did. Somebody else named it that, but yeah, it's with tequila. It's a mind eraser with tequila instead of the other stuff. But yeah, yeah, man. I don't know if I got it. That was a good topic because relationship stuff is really misconstrued on the internet. And you were saying like female empowerment people on the internet, and there's male empowerment dudes who fucking talk. It's all toxic to me. All of it, because none of it is talking about how similar we all are and how we all want the same things, male and female. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just all want to be able to hang out with somebody who ain't gonna get on our nerves, who ain't gonna talk too much, but will talk to me enough that I feel comfortable with and will give me a blowjob or touch me on my vagina or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or pee-pee, yeah.
Or pee, yeah, your pee-pee or your vagina. Give me pee-pee touch. Give me a TT touch. You know what I'm saying? Rub on
or VV touch.
Right, VV, run on my and then touch on my yas, and you know what I'm saying? Blow in my hoo, you know what I'm saying? And do all the things. And then also don't bother me so much all the time. Like, everybody wants all those things, right? They want love. That's it. So, but what we get hung up on is don't nobody give a fuck about how you feel, dog. Like, you putting that on somebody else. You got to worry about yourself, man. You're responsible for yourself. You can't control how nobody else do their thing. Worry about you, and then still give love. If it's always about love and you protecting yourself as far as emotionally and physically, then you ain't got to worry about if a girl don't like you or if whatever
or does or
if she does.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Who cares, man? Live your life and just be in that moment. And if you like that girl or love that girl too, or love that guy and like that guy too, roll with it until you don't.
Roll Tide. I love it. Well, I think that takes us to about the end of the Gotham Gazette here.
We are so glad to have had all of you joining in. Shout out to Film Age. Shout out to Lil Frothy. Shout out to Evelyn. Shout out to Freddie
Lane.
Freddie, you had some wild ass comments, dog. You had some wild ones, but I appreciate all of them because we appreciate all of you. You know what I'm saying? If do you know what I'm saying? I said that kind of weird. We appreciate all of you. Yeah, are the reason that we're doing this. I want to say happy Halloween, and if you're watching this in the future, some point in time, happy Hanukkah and Thanksgiving.
Mazel tov and
Mazel tov and L'chaim. Thank you to producer Alex. I want to say thank you to Money Blakeweather. I don't think we need to do anything else, but everybody's things will be in the description. Shout out to 9 from 9 Nerd Yards. If you're watching on Nerds at Night, Drunk Banthas or 9 Nerd Yards, we appreciate you for joining us. This is the Gotham Gazette. You'll be seeing us.